It's been a long winter and a long spring with lots of snow, lots of rain, and lots of doom and gloom. So today I wanted to share my top 10 things that we can all do to help with our mental health. Now, I'm not a therapist, and I encourage if you are someone that is struggling to seek out help. But today, these are just very light and simple suggestions for what we can all do to kind of kickstart things, get remotivated, and help with our mental health. Hi, I'm Lori. Welcome to my channel. This is Ever After 50. I am a full-time working mom. I've been in public service for 26 years. I'm married. I have 2 young adults still living in the home. We are a Canadian family. We have 2 cats, and I run a small business. If any of this resonates, I hope that you will subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. Now let's get to this video. I think the number one pick for myself to help with my mental health is to get outside. Get outside, go for a walk. The fresh air and the sunshine does a world of difference. We have so many local parks here in our city. I love to just go out, explore, look at the nature, look at the wildlife. And as annoying as it is, there's a lot of people usually, but sometimes that feels good to see other people. I mean, you don't want to talk to all of them. I mean, if you do, that's great. But I'm just happy to be where people are, where nature is, and where the wildlife is. Now, I think that after COVID, a lot of us became homebodies. We preferred to be home where it's cozy and comfortable. You don't have to fight with traffic, fight with people out in the malls. But the more we stay inside, the more isolated we become, and then that increases the problems with mental health. So another thing that I like to do is just go to the mall. And even, I'm always a person that likes to dress up. I will get dressed up, do my hair, do my makeup, just because that makes me feel good. And just go to the mall. Go to the mall, grab a book, grab a coffee, just sit and read. There's a lot of different spots in some of the malls in our city where you can just go and sit and have a coffee. And I like to people watch too. I love doing that. So over the winter months, when I know that my mental health is going to be a little bit weaker, that's what I like to do. Just grab my stuff, go to the mall, sit down, have a coffee, and just sit there alone, read my book, and people watch. I think the more we spend at home, and with the introduction of social media, we tend to overanalyze things a lot. And that's one thing that we all need to really work on is don't overanalyze everything that is said and that is done. Just worry about yourself, worry about what you are doing, what you're saying, because you can't control everyone else. You can only control yourself. You can only control your own feelings, thoughts, and decisions. So don't overanalyze so much what everyone else is doing. Another good tip is to focus on your hobbies. So in my case, I love doing the adult coloring. I have a small business, so that keeps me busy. I love doing puzzles. I love playing board games. I'm very artistic and crafty. So anything to do with that, that helps with my mental health too. So just working on your hobbies, find some hobbies if you don't already have some, that helps as well. Eat the cake. That's another big thing. We have so many restrictions, so many of us. Either we're on, a low carb, low sugar, we're trying to get our cholesterol down, we're trying to get our sugars down, we're trying to keep our weight down, but it's okay to just eat the cake. So that's what I want to say is that don't worry so much about all of that. It's okay once in a while to have that cake, have that dessert, have that extra coffee. If it makes you feel good, then so be it. Go and have the cake. Another thing that I like to do on occasion is to just go out for a coffee with a friend. Now, I think that in midlife, a lot of us, and maybe not even necessarily midlife, I'm learning this from comments that at all ages, very few people have very few friends. And I think in midlife, we kind of choose that. And I'll share a video here that I did about that, is that we become more focused on the quality of friends than the quantity of friends in midlife. But for those few friends that you may have, even if it's one, get together, maybe even just once a month for a coffee, just a coffee to catch up. And I always make a point of leaving the house to go out with friends. The biggest thing is that I think it's just important for us to get out of the house. I personally love to just go and explore new coffee shops. So whenever I meet up with a friend, it'll be a few hours, just sitting at a coffee shop, having a coffee and the dessert and just catching up. Now, I forgot to share with all of you that I'm here with my Easter decorations. So I have here our little pencil tree, and I decided that after Christmas, I was going to just leave that tree up all year. And then I substitute out the decorations. So right now we've got the Easter still up, but I will be taking that down and somehow incorporating a summer theme. So that is yet to come. So stay tuned for that. But my next point is that we should really let go of the past. And I am horrible with this. I know. The thing is that it's okay for, we all have different qualities that are probably not necessarily the best, but at least if we know that and acknowledge, I think we're okay. We should really learn to let go of the past. The past is the past. Let's move forward. Let's just think about the future. I think what we do also is we worry so much about the future. Again, I'm guilty of this. We worry so much about, where we're going to be, where our kids are going to be. We worry about our house or our finances. We're literally worried about everything that is going to be something in the future. So how about we just try and focus on today? Today, tomorrow, this week. Let's not worry so much about everything else that's coming down the road, because we don't know what's going to happen down the road. So better to focus our efforts and our energy on what's happening right now. My final point is that if you have a pet, cuddle your pet. There is nothing better in my books than cuddling with your pet. Now, this is Gideon. We have 2 cats. He's such a handsome boy. Yes, you do have handsome little eyes. So this is Gideon. We do have 2 cats. And obviously love them very much, but they're always with us. And even when they can sense when we're not feeling the greatest, because they're always right there. So if you have pets, cuddle your pet. That helps so much. Well, friends, this video was actually really easy to make because these are just so many simple things that we can all do to improve our mental health. No matter how strong your mental health state is, there are always maybe some ups and downs. And I have always kind of prided myself that I have a rock solid mental health base. But lately, I've been just finding, and I don't know if it's midlife with all of the changes and all of the hormones and just the longer winters, the colder weather here in Canada, I've been struggling a little bit in the winter and spring months. So that's why even last year I incorporated a lot more of these things into my daily life, because I'm the type of person that I like to be busy. I don't want to be at home. So just getting out, incorporating all of these little things, this helps so much from my experience. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching and for listening. And if you haven't already subscribed, I hope you will. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. I am headed on a trip shortly, and I hope to share some of the videos from that in future videos. So stay tuned. Our family is headed to Disney. So I'll have lots to talk about with traveling in midlife with your family, but also traveling solo, because that's something that I also like to do. So thank you so much. And until next time.